Hey guys, another video. And today I bring back my new improved anime starter deck. Since it's been updated, we had to lose Horizon the deck and we lost Rampage. But hey, we have dealt with it. We have managed to work around it. So we have some new tech cards in the deck. Give us some new kind of similar effect for Rampage. Just if you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification for new deck, and make the zero way to go live. So we go live so it's new deck everything. So make sure live so we doing the tournament because this is anime stream for the Saturday anime format, and this is the whole deck I'm using. Sorry, my hand's a little bit dirty. I've been working out on putting together something for the format. If someone wants to see me use it, I will get it set up. Today, let's get straight on into it. For the monsters we play. We play free Cyber Dragons. Cyber Dragons is still at free somehow. Still at free because Twin Cyber in puts it to free. Everything is a single type format. It's A tier, B tier, and Legend tier. If you want to play Legend tier, you cannot play any A tiers. If you want to play A tier, you cannot play any Legend. Play free A tier cards and 5 B tier cards. I had to make it a little bit of this because I was going to play Abyss Dragon. But I could not because it happened to be a B tier. So I took it out. So we're technically just playing a 14 card extra. I am planning to find one more. If you guys got any ideas, comment down below. Play one copy of Core. Core is the best normal summon in this deck. And there you have to search all your Star Dark spells and drops. I would love to play that free just to help you search all the cards I need. When we get all the cards I need. Play one copy of hers. Hers is really good. I'll bring back some of Star Dragon. I mean, this will be changing it off of Horizon, but Horizon having to get to A. Sorry, I would have to take out one A tier because already Core is now A tier. It's actually a soccer now because it hasn't to be put to A tier because they think the hitting the searches will stop Cyberdeck. We're not fully sure yet. We play one copy of Noxter. Noxter is really good to bring back some backdoor monsters from the monsters with 21 attack or defense from the graveyard. Do play quite a few. After even scenes. We can bring back him. For the monster wise, we can bring back. Right now we have 2 we can bring back so far, but we would have more if they didn't hit the card, didn't hit Rampage. We would have more. We would have had a total of 3. They did not hit Rampage. But yeah. Where you can fix this is Reaper Judgment, but to be honest, no other monsters have 21 attack or defense. Yeah, none of them have that much defense wise, so we cannot use their. So that's why there's only 3 with the thing. So it makes that card kind of useless in this deck. So we cannot use it to its full potential. Dang, I can't go full screen, guys. Sorry. Okay, we play one copy of Veer just to help us team block against Ash for Core. It's worked pretty well. And that's it for the Cyber Dragon monsters. For the Cyber Dark one, play one copy of Horn, one of Edge, and one Keel. Horn and Keel do all have all the same effect where they normal. Some of them they can put one for your lower dragon from graveyard and gain that attack, and then if they were destroyed by battle, you can send the equip card, your card instead. They have their own special effects. Or If you attack defensive position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. S, you could attack points have to attack your opponent directly. You can carry your light points attack points in half to attack directly. So basically, if the opponent controls monsters, you can attack half, cut in half, attack directly. Heal, if you destroy the monster, he can burn you for free. 300. Play, and it's pretty good. Play one copy of Cannon. Cannon is the best. Cannon is the one of the dragons in the deck. It has a search all Cyber bows and drops. In this case, we're having to play Fool's Burial because he's basically a built-in Fool's Burial for us. Because he basically during the down step, I can send one monster from my deck to the graveyard. You good? Basically, I can send the graveyard the cost to set one Stardark Machine from my deck to my hand. So, in this one, equip we can do that. In this card destroyed while equipped, we can draw one card. We play one copy of Claw. Claw kind of does the same thing, but it switches Stardark spells and traps when you send to great. Then when this card is equipped, it basically becomes extra Fool's Burial. So basically, you send monsters from your extra deck to the graveyard, which is really good. We do play some crazy tech cards for that. And when this destroy while equipped, you can add one Stardark monster from your graveyard to your hand, including itself. And for our last Stardark monster, we play Chimera. And Chimera is the second A tier I got hit. But apparently he's a Fool's Burial for Cyberdarks. And we scar one spell trap, the Sorcerer's Power Bond, and then it becomes Overdose Fusion. There's all cards in Dixie and Miracle Fusion have. So that's why guards got put to 8 there, because the Fool's Burial for Cyberdarks, it can search the cards for Power On, and it can basically make it use. And that's it for Cyberdark Wise. For our extra Cyber stuff, play one copy of Cyber Alternate. It's really good. It basically is you advance all lights from your graveyard, and if you have any on the field, you will advance them too. And you summon on the field. Then, when you summon, send all monsters from the field to the face-up attack monsters from the field, or face-up monsters on the field to the graveyard. And again, attack equal to number monsters you send for this summon. You advance for the summon. Times by 500. So it's basically a Zeus. Doesn't have to pay for cost. This cost is basic. It's basically just play one copy of Attached Siren to help my Cyberdark monsters get boosted up. Their monsters will boost up by a 600 boost, and it can bring monsters from the graveyard. It's very well equipped. Cool. Play one copy of just Kiro, just in case you've got to deal with monsters. Like this, so you could fix that. Let's deal with a couple of big monsters, and that's it for the monsters. Let's get in to the spells. For the spells, we play one copy. We play Cyber Mercy. Armors helps with all our Cyber Dragons, including Cyber Ultimate. This is a search point. So, one light machine cannot be Nordstone/Slash, with Cyber Ultimate cannot be Nordstone/Slash, or one Cyber Dragon monster. Watch we do play a lot. We play one copy of Prepare Plant. It was really fun because we could basically just go and give us our stuff. We're great. You see. If you throw a siren, here we go. Actually, one of these effects. Here, I one that you've seen from our deck to our hand, or someone seen from our deck to graveyard. I want recycle one back to deck. If you have 3 or more sirens in your graveyard, you can do both effects. This is really cool because all siren wants to put siren in the graveyard, so we can basically go use that to our advantage. Play one copy of Cyber red system. Basically just a monster reborn for Cyber Dragons. And they cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. This is really fun. I think you guys should be playing Monster Reborn instead of this. But Monster Reborn is beater, and we already have enough beater. Play one copy of Cyber Eternal. Cyber Eternal bring target one Cyber Machine using monster integrator puzzle summon to the field, ignoring summon distance. You know it's system or summons, but have to properly summon first. Due to rulings. Let's probably summon first before you can use that. So it's really great. But you can ban this card character from Story or Battle effects. Play one copy of Cyberlo Fusion, basically, so we can fuse some background monsters from our field and bans area. The monsters. But that means that monster can attack, which is pretty fine. Play one copy of Cyber Dark Realm. Realm tells us to search for a Cyber Dark monsters and gives them their enemy effect. Which means when we know from a Cyber Dark monster or special summon one, it has we can equip Dragon from either of them. And if you're wondering what locks us into our graveyard, locks into summoning machines, that is Noxter. Noxter is the only one in this deck now. Stop locks the special summoning machines now. Play one copy of Cyber Dark Inferno. It's a double monster protective. It basically protects the Cyber Dark monsters with a quick card. It cannot be destroyed by battle, or cannot be destroyed by can be destroyed by battle. It cannot be destroyed by it's not affected by your opponent's. Your opponent cannot target with card effects or destroy with card effects. You can target one Cyber Dark monster you control, resurrect it back to your hand. Then, if you want to, you can summon one Cyber Dark monster from your hand onto the field. That's a normal summon. When this card is destroyed by opponent's card effect, you can add one poly or normal fuse spell from your deck to your hand. This is we do play quite a lot. Play one copy of Cyber Dark Impact. The reason why we're playing Cyber Dark Impact because we had some more room and we're kind of waiting for a new card. Basically, the Suppleback Horn is in queue to summon one Cyber Dark Dragon. And the reason why I want to play one card, I'm waiting for one card to come out. That was our reveal. What I'm waiting for to come out in TCA. When I do next. And for the last card, Health Cyber Dragons, it's Evolution Burst. Basically, if you control a Cyber Dragon, you target one card in the field, your opponent controls. Destroy it. Cyber cannot attack the turn you activate this card. But it's fine, we're made to use the deal pollen cards. That's it for the cyber stuff. For the misplay stuff, play one copy of Callby. Callby does help deal with hand traps. One copy of Machine Dew because or of the start because we can special summon two Cyber Dragons. Or should we not be playing Machine Dew in the deck? Let's try some of the normal monsters. Normal monsters are always effort. Basically, the Realm is our beater card in the deck, if you're wondering. And Callby is the second one. For our beater is Clockwork Knight. If you're not seeing a place in the deck, you have not. So I guess much. BC all monsters on the field become machine. The monsters you control, I control, gain 500 attack and defense. The scene monsters your opponent controls loses that amount. In this card, you can ban this card from your graveyard and discard one card to search one for machine. We don't use it to search Earth machine because they got rid of our Furion King Regulus, sadly. If they didn't get rid of that, we probably would have been able to play it still in this deck. But Stanley, he got rid of our Earth Guard. Finally, play one copy of Power Bond to help us go. It's really good to help us go for K, and why won't we not play Power Bond if we're not playing Chimera? Play one copy of it. Basically doubles the attack of the monster, doubles the original attack of the monster. We play one copy of Lemon to help us go for OTKs. Really cool. In this case, you've got to deal like with Mystic Mind because some band cards are actually playable in this format. So this actually helps us out with like there's some cards that will stop us like Mystic Mind. Play one copy of Overload Fusion to help with stuff. That's we kind of shows off a back card. Same with Fusion Substitute and Poly. Stuff is treated as a Poly, but Poly got cut down to one. But here's a funny rule in this format: if the card has a different name and it's supposed to be created as that, it doesn't count as Poly. So if this doesn't count as Poly, it counts as Fusion Substitute. Actually, really funny. This basically means it's actually a different card. Basically, this gives us a balance effect. Basically, balance card draw. Basically, refuse them on the field. Refuse them. Then you can ban this card from your graveyard. Target one. Target actually. Ban this card from your graveyard. Then target one. Fuse them after in your X deck. In your graveyard. Resurrect 2 of the X deck and draw one card. Really good. Play one copy of Pot of Abyss. Doubles the back our monsters. Can we do play quite a bit? And then we can shuffle back our other monsters. So I do play a cool tech card to help us with that. For our fourth B tier, play one copy of Super Poly. No, I mean for Exo Super Poly. Start 5 monsters, stuff on the back, draw 2 cards, and read period. Super Poly, basically, this is draw. Basically, we can discard 1 card, then we can fuse some from either field using. This cannot be. There's no effect to or an effect. Your opponent cannot activate anything. Your opponent can activate anything response because it's speed spell 4. So we have some cool Super Poly targets. And for our last card, to make one of our monsters be kind of like make Cyrus Queen be kind of like Rampage, Aircracking Storm. Now you're probably wondering, why am I playing equip cards and playing equip card in my deck? Because I want to see how well it will work. And apparently this card actually does something for me. Basically, it only goes to one machine, and if the card attacks and destroys a monster, we just card quick to it. Your opponent destroys your opponent's monster by battle. You can activate this effect where you can make a second attack during the battle phase. Your own other monsters cannot attack. That's why we attack the other monsters first before we attack with this one. Really cool. Because we can bounce past that. And that's it for the spells. It basically gives us a second attack. So basically, it gives us twin to give Rampage 8 triple. So basically, give Rampage 3 attacks. So we can basically easily go for OTKs again, but we don't still have to worry about spells and traps. And that's why we have this card. But I have some in the side deck. That's it for the spells. Let's get in to traps. For trap, we play one copy of Overflow because that helps out. Basically, ban start dragons from different levels. Then from our half of your graveyard, then we destroy 3 cards our opponent. There's that many cards that our opponent controls. So this card we're destroyed by a card effect. We can search 1 cyber spell or trap from our deck. Really cool. Sometimes it has happened. And sometimes we can do that too with some of the cards we play on a side deck for give us more sources. Play one copy of Cyberdark Amazon. Basically help us search our. Basically it has 2 effects. You only have to 1 effect per turn. You target 1 Cyberdark effect monster you Crow, which is weird to say it's effect because all the Cyber Dark monsters are effect monsters. Weird. One drag armor scene from either graveyard or it gains 1,000. No, if you do detach the equip card, it will lose 1,000. In your effect, you can send one equip card from to one control to a machine monster. You can destroy one card your opponent control. Destroy one part your opponent controls, and that's pretty much it. It literally says it's a hard one per turn. Play one copy of Infinite Impermanence, or Imperm Berserk. Basically, we target one face-on monster your opponent controls, negate the effects of the card for the turn. And it's basically a hand check, because we get activate from the hand if we control no face-up card. For no cards on the field. And if this card was set during the turn it was activated, the card in the same column, any spell and trap in the same column it was would be negated for turn 2. It's basically negate any spell. It's really funny when they do that. Pretty funny. And play one. And for the last trap, play one copy of Jar of Avarice. Stop with Shuffleback or cards. Basically, you can get 2 power-ups, 2 Clock Knights, and 2 Imperms. This is really cool. Basically, shuffle back 5 cards from a graveyard into the deck and draw 1 card. It's really good. So, but we're only playing 1 copy, so it doesn't really bother us. And that's it for the remainder. Let's get into the extra. Play 1 copy of Cyber Dark End Dragon, our literal boss monster of the deck. It basically requires 1 Cyber Dark End, 1 Cyber End Dragon plus 1 Cyber Dark Dragon, which you can do, but anyways, and how we do it doesn't matter. Or if you use this, or one level 10 Cyber Dark Fusion monster, one level 10 or lower Cyber Dark Fusion monster equipped with Cyber End Dragon being present zone, which means you don't use power season, which means it automatically gets fusion summoned. Pretty cool. Mainly do. Then, isn't it? Okay, and then you target one monster from either graveyard. One monster from either graveyard to this card, and a number of quick cards it has, it can attack that many times. So if you have 5 quick cards, it can attack 5 times. Cool. It can attack without quick cards, so that means it can only attack once. Fine, but we don't really. Play 1 copy of Cyber Darkness Dragon. Dragon is our level 10 Cyber Dark monster, if you're wondering. Basic cards 5 Cyber Dark monsters, which we have total. We technically have the ones we mainly use is total 7. That's really cool. We see this card is special summon. We get 1 mission. We equip 1 machine or dragon from our graveyard. This card and it gains attack equal to the monster's attack. With an attack. If your opponent activates a card or effect. Quick effect, you can send 1 quick card on you control to the graveyard, negate the activation, and you do destroy it. Cool, so you have 5 cards, 5 negates because it's now 1 per turn. Play 1 copy of Cyber Dark Dragon. Why wouldn't you play Cyber Dark Dragon if you're playing Cyber Dark Invasion and Cyber Dark Impact? And if we have a Sinister Graveyard, we can basically use that for our it basically gives us our 7th Cyber Dark monster. You see, when this card requires Horn, it's from Keel. When this card is Fusion Summon, you can target 1 dragon in your graveyard, equip this card. Then, if it were destroyed by battle, it's sent to the graveyard. Well, you can test the card instead. But it has seen effect of Sour Dark Dragon, Sour Dark Hornets, and Keel. But it has its own special effect. For every monster in your graveyard, it gains attack times by 100. So we have to have all our monsters in the graveyard somehow. We can have a total of a lot of attack. We play one copy of Cyber End Dragon. Cyber End Dragon is the reason why we're playing. We may just send the graveyard, but we do tend to summon out just for funny business. But basically requires 3 Cyber Dragons. As you win it, this card attacks as a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage, which is really cool. Play one copy of Cyber Twin. Cyber Twin is the reason why I'm playing Aircraft Storm, because it can attack twice. If Aircraft Storm, it gets a next turn attack if we destroy a monster, which is really good. Go put this not set in cards. Play one copy of Cyber Eternity Dragon. Cyber Eternity Dragon pretty much just here for a super poly target or just to send the graveyard so we can use his effect. Basically, when you can fuse a monster in your graveyard, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Cannot be targeted or destroyed with cards. Don't pick the all card effects. You can banish one. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Then your opponent cannot target or destroy. That means you cannot be targeted or destroyed by. All these monsters are protected from cards. So basically, if you send your fast, we can basically protect them when you power bomb. Really cool. Play one copy of Chimera Tech Over Dragon. Basically, he is just here to help us get for problems, you can see. Basically, requires one Cyber Dragon plus one machine. Plus one machine monsters. So that means you can use many machine monsters. Technically, you can use for a super poly target, but you can make it more if you don't. Basically, when this card is fused 7, you send all cards you control to the graveyard. It's basically the opposite of Zeus. And again, attack equal to number of monsters you use for its summon. Times by 800. And you can attack up to the number of monsters your opponent controls, up to the number of monsters you set for its summon. So it can pretty much attack a lot of times. Really cool. Play one copy of Chimera Tech Fortress. The only other one we can play is the other one, Mega Beast, of course, Monster, and that's unplayable. And joining Imperm is our final B tier, and this is our final A tier, which is our Dark and Dread. Basically, this card cannot be used for fuse material, must be best summoned from the graveyard, must be best summoned by using materials for, of course, one Cyber plus machine plus one or more machine type monsters. Must be best summoned from the extract by contact fusing materials from either field. So basically, you can use the summon Cyber and contact fuse. This Clockwork Knight now makes it more powerful. And again, attack times by 1,000 for how many. So technically, we can get this up to like about 10,000 attack. We then play one copy. We play Panzer Dragon. This is the reason why we're playing Panzer Dragon, because I wanted it's basically just here. It basically another super poly target. It can also be a target same graveyard with Claw. Because we have 2. And it can basically do, if we have equipped, this card is destroyed and sent to graveyard, we can draw one card of field, destroy that target. So basically, we can make some bestial Druid form. I will be playing Druid form, but that card happens to be a A tier card. Dang it! But basically this helps us with that problem. We good? And basically you have it clipped to this card and basically popped. Play one copy of Garuda. Garuda is a good poly target, but we may just have it in here to send ready to draw one card. Basically, they're good cards to off of self claw, but it is also a good super poly target because we got so far 3. For other ones, but we mainly just have super poly targets now because we can use this recycle, and we're just thinking up some ideas. I was thinking of some ideas I couldn't really think of a lot. So if I'm fighting dinos, I play Dino Tank. Basically, it cards one machine plus 1 dino. Just like this card cards one machine and plus 1 dragon type monster. Then, basically, this card gain attack to go to the number of levels, I believe. It'll be timed by their attack. Yep. Gain attack of the other of the fusion summon. The attack if the down watches for fusion summoned. Down monster used for summon. Or on the field. Oh, I actually never read this card before. Target 1 card in the field. Target 1 other card on the field that was the active target at R1 or 1 effect now target a new target of this card. So it basically switches the target around. So that's gonna be fun. Okay. If this card possessing is destroyed by your opponent's card, you can special summon 1 down monster graveyard. Oh, that's not what that card does. I never read that card. Sorry about that, guys. I never read that card before. But it doesn't really matter because we're not going to use a dino effect. We don't plan to ever use a dino effect. But we're basically just using it to basically give us more. This is part of our rest. We play Mud Dragon in a swamp, but it's pretty cool. You guys said basically of course one monster, 2 monsters with different types. Attributes, I mean. Then opponents basically declare 1 attribute is your monster combat. Every monster is saying that cannot activate their effects, so we just gotta go stop them. But we gotta be careful because we do play the main boss monster is Dark. We play 1 copy of Starving Venom for darts, and 1 copy of Prevent Dragon Supply because we cannot play Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. And that is it for the X-Deck. We are planning 1 more. We're not fully sure yet. But anyways, thanks for staying to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification to see a new video. See you when we post a new video. So I'm gonna be just doing some new cool dives. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.